And then yesterday, I got a chance to cover the After the Hunt press conference.
Yeah,
which was great. I tried to get an interview, didn't necessarily get the interview, but I got a question out there to both Julia Roberts and AO. And I'll tell you, man, you know, I'm a little bit bummed with myself.
Okay.
I had a good opening bit that I didn't do, because I literally sat in the front row.
That's I saw the pictures.
They're great, and I'll show some of the photos in a second with a little bit of a clip. But I liked my question, but I was gonna open up with, because you know the big controversy that had happened with that ridiculous reporter who asked AO about when she said this question is for Julia and Andrew and only Julia and Andrew, about Black Lives Matter and everything. How is AO not the first person you ask about this particular question? She rightfully so answered it first, and it was this big viral moment everybody was talking about. I was really going to start it and go, my question is for AO and only AO. I was going to do that. And I think
all
she would
about delivery. You might have nailed it, but
I would have nailed it. I know that I would have nailed it, but I left it alone. And I just got the question. The first thing I did actually was thank Luca and Nora for writing the movie. And I said it was an important conversation. I'm glad that they did it. And I thanked them. And I said the question was actually for AO and Julia. And the question was basically and essentially how this topic was, these generations are at ends with each other, whether it's millennials, Generation X, Gen Z. In prepping for the role, were there any topics that both her and AO were going over that they fundamentally disagreed on in order to and get into it? And it was a pretty detailed answer on both of them. They both, and AO seemed to really like the questions. So Julie went first and AO went. That footage I didn't get because I was because I didn't want to do this as I'm asking the question. You know what I mean? So like I waited, and hopefully that there's some stuff that comes out of it. I'm waiting. But this is some of the photos. I mean, like you say, you saw some of the photos. I mean, this is how close I was. I mean, it was that close. I'm
surprised it's not shakier out of focus from the nose.
I had somebody next to me take it. I pretended that
smart.
No. So there's Julian and Luca.
Yeah.
The screenwriter Nora, she was solid as well. And then that's the full cast. Michael Stolberg was there.
Stolberg is great.
Yeah, he's really good. And then the video itself. This was a question that was asked, and Julie was talking about working with Luca. And this is what she said.
Jump right into it and do it with Luca and this wonderful cast.
Well, I hate sitting next to Luca only when I have to talk about Luca. Otherwise, I really enjoy it. But it's so fun getting to be in the orbit of someone who's so interested in people and curious and in love with why we do the things we do or don't. And so talking to him about Alma, who was so foreign and complicated and challenging to me, he made me feel so excited at the possibilities of this kind of portrayal, but deeply encouraged and supported, and just was believing in me before I even knew what we were doing. I mean, it was the kind of thing where it was like a freight train. This was the fastest anything has ever happened, and it was almost like if he would start to see the panic or the doubt in my eyes, and I'd say, you know, Luca, no, come on, and we just kind of keep going. And then as the cast was developing and evolving, and it just was turning into the dream scenario, and it maintained itself through to the last day of filming. It was tremendous.
How about that? Still, I don't know. Hold on a second.
His reaction to her.
Yeah, that's right. She was great, by the way.
Of course.
That was great. What happened with the is Luke still in here? No, he's gone. I gotta get our lower third back. I don't know what happened to it. Where is John?
Good answer.
It was great. And there was quite a few. I mean, it was a long conference. It was a beautiful room. I forget the name of the hotel, but so I got there fairly early. I was talking to one of the security guys. Great dude, what a story. I wanted to get his card. Really liked this story. You talked to, he's like 18 years old, recruited out of high school, and like a non-official military guy that was working for the military on a non-official at 18 years old, and he was basically working like government jobs, and then was picked up by a producer who liked the way he was like clocking people in the back of the lines and watching. So he's been working. He's he's our age, and he's
Oh
been
wow.
working these things for that long. And I think he was on Stolberg. But anyway, I was talking to that guy for a bit. Was there, and then I went downstairs and just sat down, and like it was just a really relaxing atmosphere. And there's not that many critics. I don't know, 25 maybe.
Oh wow.
Maybe 30. I don't know. It was smaller little area, but they were all seeing. I mean, it was they made a joke about it. They just said how they were impressed with all the like intelligent questions that were asked because and it was great. Luca's answers were awesome, and what I liked it because at first everybody's bombarding Julia Roberts with
Right.
I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. When you go to Nutrafol.com, you got to enter the promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian. But then it started to shift to AO, and it started to shift to, and like I think I felt bad, but I think Stolberg and Nora got the short end of the stick. Obviously, in my head, I'm going, well, you know, at this point, you're probably used to it, right?
Oh, sure. And whatever. This is all part of the game.
Yeah,
so you just kind of sit there. And if you're doing with Julia Roberts, you're not going to go, Mr. Stolberg, tell me about Boardwalk Empire. Like, they're not going to, like,
Right. And but he's such a pro when he did take his moments, he nailed them. Like, there was one point he started singing in the middle. I got the tail end of it, which is great. He started singing the song, and everybody's like, they're waving back. It was you can tell that the crew, you can tell they really enjoyed working with each other. And they were both, Lucas talking about how he wants to do a movie with the entire cast. Again, a different movie.
Oh, wow.
He wants to do a whole thing with them. There was a thing I posted on my Instagram about a guy asked a question about Andrew Garfield calling Julia a national treasure, and she responded to that, and it was like you could tell that the care they all had for each other. And did you see the movie yet?
Not yet. No, there's no screenings down here yet. When is it coming out?
Limited. It's on the 10th
of
October, and then wide release on the 17th.
So maybe I've got a screening coming up. So here we go. Yeah, press screening. It'll be I haven't seen it yet. So
I'm so curious to see what you think about it, because I'm shocked with it. I mean, I honestly think it's because people don't like to have opposite views in the way that like it's not like it's ballsy. It goes after certain things, and it goes like okay, it doesn't give you really clear. You have to decide on what you believe.
Right.
It's not like, we're supposed to feel this way, so you should feel that way. It's like
Doubt. That movie Doubt, where you're like at the end, did he or didn't he? Did that happen? Did it not happen? What do you feel?
Right. And it's more about like, you have this whole, like, you're really representing 3 different kind of generational points of view
and how they see it.
And how you see it. And the conversation, I thought it stands at a 47 on Rotten Tomatoes. I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy. Like, yeah, because I went to go see it, and I'm going, okay, maybe it's just gonna be the performance that's good. I was riveted by the whole thing.
Yeah, it might. This is the thing that I'm kind of in a weird place about lately. Is like these, like what we're seeing, the over the top praise, which we'll get to. I know for one another. Like I said this on Hot Mic the other day. I was like, it feels like some critics are wrapping in their politics into their reviews.
Yes, I agree.
And they're becoming like, anything that agrees with me is the greatest thing that ever since the dawn of film. And then anything that challenges my points of view on this, I think it's confusing. It's muddled. It's not really that great. And
I agree with you more.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
I'm telling you, dude, like I saw reviews. Someone said like bad messaging. I'm like, what do you think of the movie? You don't agree with the messaging of them because it probably has as an opposing view to you.
Right.
What did you think of the movie? And I didn't see that. It's bad messaging. It's like,
It's
bored.
becoming
Anyway,
frustrating. It really is.
it really frustrating. I loved their answers. I loved the cast, and I really enjoyed the movie. So anyway, I mean, like I said, I'm putting out the footage like this, and I'll put other clips maybe throughout the week. I don't know, but either way, that movie comes out pretty soon, and that's it. So make sure you go check it out. And thank you to thank you to Amazon for inviting me. I was happy that they did.
Yeah, congratulations, man. I'm glad you're getting more inroads there in NYC.
Yeah, it was. I mean, dude, it was a breeze to get there. A breeze. Like I didn't really want to work on Sunday because I wanted to be with the family. But you know, my wife's like, you got to do this one. Right?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
yeah. So, and I went and I took the train in, quick subway ride right to the hotel.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2-minute walk from the thing. Did the interview, walked out of the press conference. Julia shoulder blocked me, by the way. It was on the way, like for real, like not an aggressive one. She was walking past, and I was like, totally cool with that. And then I jumped on a subway, headed out to back, and it took the whole thing was like 4 hours and 10 minutes from when I left, did the conference, went back, easy. Yeah. So
good.
Anyway, what do you guys think about the movie in general? You're going to see it? You're going to check it out? Had you heard about it besides just on my show? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know.